welcome to my channel. Today I will show you what's happening in my African violet miniature garden. There are a couple of standard varieties here that I wanted to show, but most are minis and semi-minis. Far left is Rob's Gundaroo. It's a semi-miniature trailer and it's a constant bloomer. I'm very happy with this plant. I also have it planted in a bubble and I will show it to you later. It's on the other end of the shelf. This is Rob's Smarty pants. It's finishing the first blooming cycle, so I will disbud it soon and let it rest a little bit. This is a standard. It's Happy Harold, grown from a leaf, and it's a baby. It's about to have its first bloom. I love the variegation on this one and the contrast between the light cream center of the rosette and the pink blossom stalks and the purple flower buds. This is Max Just Jeff. It started blooming nicely. For me, it's the first true blooming cycle and I will make an individual video for it today. This is Morgan's Declan Duff. This one is also having its individual feature coming up soon. It's the first blooming cycle as well. This is Jolly Sun Chaser. It hasn't opened up its blooms yet, but it's getting there. I'm very excited about this one. I got it as a leaf from Bloom Lovers and I grew this baby from a leaf. This is also something grown from a leaf. It's a small standard and it's still a baby, so it lives in the miniature garden for now. And it's a Russian hybrid AE It's Raining. This is a miniature, a vintage variety Pinki by Folkman. It was a freebie from Violet Barn. This is Anthoflores Little Axel, finishing blooming. This one is Rob's Funny Bunny. Yeah, it's one of the newer varieties and it's having its own video done soon as well. It's very pretty. It's pink stars with white edge and crown variegation. I love it. This one is Rob's Boogie Woogie. It's an adoptee from my local African Violet Club, Thousand Oaks African Violet Society. This is Sunkissed Rose. It's also a standard, but right now it's a very young plant, so it's still in the mini garden. Now it's showing the pink shade in the blooms. I made the individual video for it earlier when it was really cold, or cool growing temperature, I should say, and it had almost no pink, but now we can see the pink finally. I'm very happy. This is Rob's Wascally Wabit, and I promised to replant it, repot it into a new soil, and I haven't done it yet, so it's coming up soon, hopefully. It's been waiting to be repotted for a while. It's been also constantly blooming. This is Painted Silk. It's a girdle leaf variegated mini. It hasn't bloomed for me yet, but hopefully it's gonna bloom soon. When it warms up, maybe. This is Max Dark Night of the Soul. It's getting its variegation back in the center. And the blooms are very small. I think it might need some fertilizer or maybe some fresh soil. This is Jolly Jubilee. I made an individual video for it a while ago and now it's blooming profusely. I like the contrast between the dark blooms and the golden variegation on the leaves. Next is Lyon's Little Sweetheart. It's finishing the first blooming cycle, so this is the last flower, and I will repot it into a fresh soil. This one is a Russian Chimera, leaf Chimera trailer. It's a semi-miniature trailer, I believe, and it's called Pearl Joy by Glushakova. And in Russian, it sounds like Zhemchuzhnyi Vostorg, the name of this trailer. This is one of my favorites. It's Little Boa Peep. It's a girl leaf semi-mini with pink blooms. It's very pretty. Next one is Jolly Fairy. It just started blooming and I'm very excited about the blooms because they're so beautiful. They're pink, but they're double shade pink with some dark edges on the petals. Far in there is Ness Crinkle Blue. I really wanted to have this one, and I got this baby from my fellow club member. Very excited about it, and it's coming up nicely. I got it in a leaf pot, so I got a few more plantlets coming up and growing in a greenhouse. But this one has graduated into its own pot and is growing in the mini garden now. This is Jolly Prince. It's finally showing the crown variegation. I believe I made an individual video of it, and it was not much variegation showing then. But now, in the cooler growing temperature, the variegation is showing nicely. It's gonna bloom soon. This is Jolly Orchid. This is one of the suckers that I had re-rooted and potted separately. So it's growing nicely and hopefully it will bloom one day. This is Rob's Slap Happy. This is the happiest plant. It has been the happiest since I received it from Violet Barn, and it's been blooming with the beautiful bright coral pink flowers. They look more pink now than coral. I'm showing it to you on my plant stand under the combination of LED lights of 65K and 3000K. So it's a combination of cool white light and the warm yellow light. So it might change the color of the bloom slightly, the combination of these lights. Next one is Dean's Faded Rose. It has grown quite a bit since I received it, and it's very pale in the center, and the rosette needs to be repotted, or maybe even I might need to decapitate it and reroot it and remove all the extra leaves. But I'm afraid to do it now because the center of the rosette is so pale. It's very nice, creamy, light pink beige, whitish, green. I can't describe it, but I really like the variegation on the Dean's Faded Rose. I will always keep it in my collection. Next one is Rob's Outer Orbit. This one has bloomed nicely, but then it started suckering a lot, and you can see those small suckers still in the center, even though I've removed quite a bit. So I might be also doing the decapitation and just repotting it, and hopefully it will stop suckering from the center. Next is Jolly Magic by Hortense Bittman. It has its own feature on my channel if you'd like to check it out. I love the color of the blooms. It's a really magical color, and the dark green leaves, glossy leaves, very pretty. This is Max Basic Black with Pearls. It has been growing the rosette. It bloomed a little bit when I received it from Lyon, and then I let it rest and grow the rosette. So now we see little flower buds coming up. So hoping to see some new blooms soon. And the last one is, again, Rob's Gundaroo, but this one is planted in a bubble in a little terrarium. And it has been blooming nicely. So these are all of the African violet miniature beauties that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and stay tuned.